So the next type of reaction is decomposition reaction. So as the name suggests, decomposition means to break. If in any chemical reaction one single substance breaks into two or more substances, then it is known as a decomposition reaction. So how can we represent it? Well, this is the way. Suppose AB is the single substance and it breaks into A plus B. Then we say that it is a decomposition reaction. So please remember here one single substance, from a single substance we get two or more substances. So this is the criteria to identify decomposition reaction. We can represent it in this way. We draw a box like this, and if it breaks in this way to give us two substances, we say that it is a decomposition reaction. Now in decomposition reaction there is loss of matter, because you can see one, it is having more mass. Although law of conservation of mass is applicable here also. So there is lot of matter, and how to identify? We can identify by checking the reaction itself. If we get two substances from one single substance, we call it as a decomposition reaction. So now it is time to define a decomposition reaction. Well, so we say that it is a type of reaction, it is a type of chemical reaction, rather it is a type of chemical reaction in which two substances a single substance, not two substance, in which a single substance, we could have written it like this also, in which two or more substances are produced from a single substance, but it is more easier to remember this definition, so I'm changing it. It is a type of chemical reaction in which a single substance breaks or decomposes into two or more substances. Now this decomposition cannot occur on its own. It happens either in the presence of heat or light or electric current. We will see it later. But how this decomposition can occur? So always a compound will break into two elements. This is one way of decomposition. So let's see one example. I have the blue pen here. For example, if you take water, simplest example to remember, you can see here, this is one single compound, H2O. One compound breaks into two elements, H2 plus O2. Second possibility is that a compound breaks into compound plus compound. Like copper sulfate, pentahydrate. It breaks into, in presence of heat, copper sulfate plus 5 water. And the last possibility is that a compound breaks into compound plus element, compounds plus element. So here it is. How will you know this? Suppose lead nitrate PbNO3 whole twice. If it breaks into, it breaks. If it not, it surely breaks. 2 PbO plus 4 NO2. So these are the compounds plus O2. So these are the ways by which decomposition can occur. That is, a compound can break into 2 or more elements. A compound can break into two compounds, or a compound can break into compounds and element. Now, classification of decomposition reaction. You know, decomposition reactions are further classified into 3 types. Number 1, thermal decomposition. Number 2, photochemical decomposition. And number 3, electrochemical decomposition. So let's see the types. Types of decomposition reaction. As I said, there are 3 types. So what are the types? See here, types. Number 1, thermal decomposition. Number 2, photochemical decomposition. And number 3, electrochemical decomposition. Okay, so these are the 3 types. Now the word thermal means heat. So if the reaction takes place in the presence of heat, if a compound breaks into 2 or more substances in presence of heat, it means it is a type of thermal decomposition reaction. So occurs in presence of heat. In the presence of heat, this occurs in the presence of light, and this occurs in the presence of electric current. So let's see some examples, like, you know, calcium carbonate. When it is heated, the symbol for heat, this delta, this is called delta, it is the symbol for heat. So when we apply heat, it breaks into calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. There are many more examples. Please go through your NCERT book. Now this photochemical decomposition, the word photo means light. Why we are saying that it occurs in the presence of light? Because the word photo means light. So suppose silver bromide. In presence of light, sunlight, it breaks into 2Ag plus Br2. So this is a photochemical reaction. And this one, which occurs in presence of electric current, as I have been giving the example again and again, that of water in presence of electric current, I am writing in short EC, breaks into hydrogen plus oxygen. So these are the examples. There are many more examples. Please find those examples and try to identify which is thermal decomposition, which is photochemical decomposition, or which is an electrochemical decomposition reaction. This photochemical decomposition reaction, please remember, it is also known as photolysis. And this electrochemical decomposition can also be called electrolysis. Electro means current and lysis means to break. Photo means light, lysis means to break. So these are the 3 types of decomposition reactions. And one more thing you should remember, decomposition reaction are just the reverse of combination reaction. And one important question that is generally asked is that this, silver bromide, this bromine, chlorine, fluorine, bromine, iodine, these are called halogens, or they are also known as halides. So this is a silver halide. Because bromine is there, we will call it bromide. If iodine was present, we would call it iodide. So these silver halides, they are kept in dark brown bottle. The question is why? Well, the answer is these silver halides, they are photosensitive. That is, in presence of light, they break up. So to prevent this from happening, they are kept in dark brown bottles. So that's all.